La alineación del Barcelona será...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that. In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
And already we're underway here. De Jong. Balde looking to run onto it. And the keeper beats it away. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy, the supremely confident Hakan Çalhanoğlu, is always a good watch, Peter. He apparently considers himself...
Now the finish! Koundé. This is De Jong. Pedri. Balde. And it's Lewandowski. Bastoni gets across to intercept that. Darmian. That's a Serbi. Bastoni. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pedri.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rafinha. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. This is De Jong. Araujo. Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Rafinha clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
Pedri.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And here's Lautaro Martinez. And Martinez! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Balde. This is De Jong. Rafinha. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Yamal hurtling down that right flank. There's the hit! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Inter Milan were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
Araujo. De Jong. Balde. And Araujo. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. De Jong. And Koundé. Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. Carlos Augusto. And here's Lewandowski. Rafinha. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Çalhanoğlu. Martinez. That's headed upfield. Decent progress down the left. Rafinha. He rises! Good delivery, but no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Carlos Augusto. Barella. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Inter! What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he produced a terrific header, but his last-minute burst forward worked a treat when everyone else was waiting to see where the ball was likely to arrive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Cross to the back post. Sommer catches it safely. Darmian. Pedri. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Keeper has taken decisive action. Correa looking to penetrate opposition lines. Carlos Augusto. Koundé. And the first half is done. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Dani Olmo charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Lamine Yamal really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pavard is there and he can get that clear. Acerbi is there to clear. Correa. Mkhitaryan. And it's Darmian. It's gone for a throw-in. Drilled in low.
Inter making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front. And this is something different.
Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that's well seen too. That's a lovely, neat pass. Barcelona still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Carlos Augusto. Correa. Now it's Barella. Pass is just off target. Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. Rafinha. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Chelhanoglu.
La asistencia a este partido
Sergio, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And it's Damian. That's been cut out, well played. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and it's about time they woke up to the main threat. He had license to deliver pretty much unchecked.
Martinez. Correa. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Pedri. Not the most accurate pass. Carlos Augusto. And it's Correa. Rafinha. And that could set him on his way. Oh, such a clever touch. They're back in possession and ready to go again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mkhitaryan. Out to the left it goes. Correa. Mkhitaryan. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 20, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 19,
Balde.
el dorsal 8,
And Fermin.
el dorsal 21,
Balde.
el dorsal 4.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour.
El dorsal 6, el dorsal 7.
No, that's been
el dorsal
intercepted.
10, el dorsal 16.
He is through
el
here.
dorsal 17, el dorsal 2.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That is good alertness. Balde. Balde going full steam ahead down the left flank. Barella. Ferran Torres. Picked out decent hit! He scores! Barcelona are back in business. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Barcelona surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
And it's Arnautovic. Ansu Fati. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fratesi. Arnautovic. Oh, sweet feet.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
And that should get the job done. Barella. Taremi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, super find. Arnautovic receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bastoni.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Spread neatly. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And that will be it. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Rafinha voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
En todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.